So this is Matt Wenning at winningstrength.com, and today I'm going to show you some top exercises for the cable crossover. Almost every gym and a lot of people's home gym have a cable crossover machine or at least one pulley system. So today I'm going to show you some of the top stuff I use almost year round. The first one is a cross-body tricep extension. Now the reason that I like a cross-body tricep extension is because it almost completely takes away my entire shoulder ability to help. Why is that good? It's because if you're trying to do triceps, you don't want your shoulder activated, number one. Number two, if you start turning on too much shoulder doing your triceps, what do you think happens when you bench press? You get locked in, your tricep doesn't want to do all the work, then you start assisting with the shoulder and therefore you have a shoulder problem. So a lot of times when you're doing tricep work, you want to make sure it is tricep work and not shoulder. And a great way to do that is this cross-body tricep extension. The next one is a face pull. So what I want to do is use a D-ring handle or something of this nature, and I'm going to pull it right to my eyebrow. Now the good thing about this exercise is it's helping keep or maintain or gain in some posture. So by doing this exercise tremendously or with a lot of volume, your body's actually going to stay more like this as you age versus slowly start pulling forward. And the problem is, for most of us that get into lifting recreationally or even maybe competitively, is a lot of the things we think about is the stuff we see in the mirror. And in reality, the backside of the body is the real key to success and longevity. So in this face pull is one of the biggest exercises I have found to develop a massive upper back and hardly have any shoulder problems in the last 30 years. The next exercise that we do is a rear delt fly crossbody. So as you can see, the weight's coming across my body, and what I'm going to do is keep my arm totally straight, and I'm going to pull it until this cable touches my nose. Now what this does, keeping my arm super straight in this nature, is it really focuses in on my rear delt. The problem with doing rear delts is the fact that it's got so many other large muscle groups around it: traps, rhomboid, subscapular, and lat. So those muscles tend to want to help overpower the rear delt, and even when you're thinking you're hitting the rear delt, you're not. But this exercise is a great way to almost isolate the rear delt and force your body to use the muscle in which you're trying to use. The next marquee exercise on a cable crossover that almost everybody should do, but you don't see it done very often, is the cable pull through. So now what Harvey's going to do, he's going to walk away from the machine about 2 or 3 feet. The key is to where you have the machine not be able to touch the stack when you're doing this exercise. So as you can see, when he leans over to do this, that is not even going to be close to touching the stack. That's good. Constant muscle tension. So what he's doing now is he's working the hamstring, the glute, the lower back, and some of the shoulder girdle muscle to hold this position. So this exercise, in my opinion, is probably the #1 exercise to do on a cable crossover type machine or a pulley system. Reason being is these muscle groups are probably someone's weaknesses. I would say 80–90% of the time. But unfortunately, when you go to most gyms, you don't see this exercise done as much as you should be seeing it. So another exercise that you can use on a cable crossover or anything that has a frame above doesn't require you to have the cables at all. You actually can use a band to do some more lower body training with a cable crossover apparatus or frame type thing. So the first thing we're going to do is a hamstring curl. So you're going to put that right on his heels and lace it in, and now he's going to leg curl this to his ass. Good. Now we're going to get a lot of hamstring activation. We're going to get a great hamstring exercise and workout without actually having to have a hamstring machine. We just need a tall frame. The next most important exercise, and we get talks about this all the time, is, Matt, I don't have a reverse hyper. How can I get some, progression and some benefit of doing reverse hypers without this very costly machine? Well, I'll give you the big tip today. And the big tip is hook a band up high and reverse hyper it from there. Now, he has a reverse hyper without having a reverse hyper. Is it better than the machine that can pull you all the way through and get you a stretch? My opinion is no. But this is a great alternative if you don't have the money to get a reverse hyper and utilize this machine for more than just what normal cables can do. Good job, buddy. You're strong. So today we talked about how to use a cable crossover both in conventional and non-conventional ways. We showed you ways to isolate different muscle groups, and we also showed you a way to use the frame part of the top of a cable crossover and use it for completely different reasons using a band. Now it does have its limitations on lower body, but in my opinion, doing a pull-through type motion on a cable machine is awesome for getting super strong and getting those agitated hamstrings and glutes to grow and be stronger and cause less back pain. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have more questions or you need more answers, please join the Patreon channel or get some of the manuals off the website, and you'll see a lot more of this to come.